Finally, everything is being challenged and INEC must take action. Jide Sanwolu cannot remain governor of Lagos State as he did not win the elections. This is according to Labour Party governorship candidate Gbadebo Chinedu Rhodes Vival. We all know the contention and the primordial sentiment attached to his heritage, where he's from, who his mother is, are they Igbos, are they Yorubas? How can a man who cannot speak the indigenous language of Lagos people, Yoruba, how can he be the governor? How will he be able to address the populace? How will he be able to attend to the service that he claimed he's coming to offer? How is this all going to be? But right now, things have taken a new turn. Welcome once again to this channel. If you're just coming across it, kindly tap on the subscription button, the red notification icon bell, very important. Tap on it. Right now, we are going to watch the talk and what he has to say, and we will analyze it as we often do. I'll be right here from the beginning to the end. We will deal with each of the events as it turns out, and of course, analysis and talks from him himself. Let's get right into it.
Thugs had been imported into Lagos from outside of Lagos. So you had a situation where at polling units, you had almost 30, 40 thugs per polling unit in certain parts of Lagos State. Local governments like Ojo, elections did not happen because they literally just scattered everywhere, set polling unit results on fire, right? So it was mad, the law of violence. There's an idea that this was an ethnic coloration. But when you look deeper, that wasn't what it was. That was the boogeyman that helped them hide what they were trying to do, which was almost literally want to create a one-party state, in the sense that even if you say Gbadebo Vival is half Igbo, Gbadebo Vival does not speak Yoruba and you don't like that, Funsho Dorothy speaks Yoruba and is full Yoruba, right? And many other Yoruba candidates. Why did it have to be vote APC if it's about a Yoruba agenda, right? So you disenfranchise so many people. And this was not just in the majority dominated non-indigenous parts of Lagos. It was all across Lagos State. I'm talking about Ikeja, Koshofe, Shomolu. We lost a life in Shomolu, we lost a life in Koshofe, right? And these are places that are predominantly Yoruba. Alimosho as well, so much violence everywhere, right? So that's how we went. How it's going is we're focused on our petition right now. That has been submitted, challenging the process, challenging the credibility of the elections. And also we're focused on giving support and succor to the many people that were affected by this violence. As a man that cannot walk again, I'm happy that we'll be able to pay for his therapy so that he's doing physiotherapy to be able to walk again. About 5 people have lost their sight. 2 have lost sight in one eye. 3 have lost sight in one eye. The other 2 are still trying to recover their sight. About 23 people still have bullet pellets in their bodies. And we're not only exposing this to public, but we're also focused on giving them the support that they need, because they're going through a very hard time, all just because they wanted to cast their vote. And finally, moving forward, we're also going to the ICC, because we don't believe that, you see, this is not about Gbadebo Vival anymore or Labour Party. It's not about our democracy. And I say this, but they try to twist my words. I love Lagos. I don't want Lagos to be torn apart by violence. But what I'm saying is, for any normal person looking at this scenario, if this scenario is allowed to stand, right, anybody that is planning for future elections will not be thinking about debates anymore. They'll be thinking that these people are going to do the same violence again, so I must come with violence. And that's why we must resist this. The people that fan these ethnic quarrels, fan this ethnic tension, because there's a danger. If you look at Hitler's Germany, first it starts with the words, and you other people. So they are not us. So it's okay for bad things to happen to them, right? And then the violence happens.
Were there other reasons? What's the facts? What's the evidence of your claim?
Fortunately, what we have now, we're shooting a documentary on all of this that we're going to expose, and we're going to put it in the news so people can see and judge for themselves. So it will not be a he said, she said type of situation. We have incident reports across almost 700 to 800 polling units of violence on particular people, right? And if you follow me on social media, you see I've been visiting these people. These are not ghosts, right?
Were they bystanders? Were they polling units
There were polling unit
officials?
agents.
Were they agents?
There were people that went to go and vote. There were Labour Party officials. And if you follow my Twitter, you see that, okay, in Sanwolu, in Koshofe, in Agege, I was here today. In Ojo, in Amodofin, I was there the other day, right? In Ikeja, there's a man that we were able to pay for. His leg was fractured, right? So he had to do an operation to put it back. We have all the hospital bills, right? And we've also gotten them to start submitting police reports. So we have all this information. So we've learned from the NSAR situation. So that's why we're compiling it, and we'll put it out as a proper body of work.
Okay, let me ask you. You referred to ICC.
Yes.
You said as part of next steps, you are considering going to ICC.
Yeah.
Well, it's on record that some Nigerians have gone to the ICC.
Yes.
Specifically, Professor Christian, who reported Mr. Bayo Ononuga
Yes.
of the APC
Yes.
to ICC. So if you say you are going to the ICC, on what grounds?
So,
And who are the individuals, specific individuals, that you are going to report to the ICC? The ICC Article 15, allows people, groups, to come and report people.
Yes.
If they find merit in it,
Yeah.
the office of the prosecutor will look into it.
Exactly.
So who are those persons that you have identified
yes.
that you want to report to the ICC?
So for us, we've already written, this is not considering, we've written to the prosecutor of the ICC. We've done that.
Who
We've
are the
submitted
people?
that. So people that were on that list were people like MC Ulomo, Mr. Ononuga, all the people that were instigating hatred against and ethnic profiling, right? And all the people also that were involved in violence on that day. So there are a number of people that might not be popular, but we know for a fact that they were
include the
instrumental.
traditional rulers that announced Soro Festival to check?
Well, yes, we did.
Like who?
We did. I believe that, and also for the violence that happened in front of the Onuru's Palace.
Oniru?
Yes, and in Legushi. The
Legushi is also on the list.
I believe so. I'll have to confirm this, but it was an objective petition. It was not a subjective one. If you did anything to cause people to be worried, to intimidate or suppress people, or to enable violence, we are reporting you. This is the thing. Again, I said, in 4 years' time, another election is going to happen. And elections are always, when you prepare for an election, you are always preparing based on what happened previously. So if our kings are calling Oro during the day, I'm sure you're familiar. You know that Oro is not supposed to be during the day.
Of course.
That's a desecration of a right that has been old in Yoruba culture for a very long time, right? And you desecrate it by doing it during the day. Then it also shows how serious you're taking the rights that you're supposed to be the custodian of. I'm sorry to say, but, we also have to start speaking truth to power if we want to move this country forward.
Yeah, but okay, that's ICC. Under the Rome Statute of 2002, dealing with acts of aggression, crimes against humanity, genocide. How far have you gone with, petitions before the local authority in this regard, the Election Petitions Tribunal?
Yes, we've compiled our petition and we've submitted it. And we have a very good case. So I'm very positive. I always make decisions based on faith rather than fear. And I believe that when people have died, especially when they were threatened with the whole Oro situation, and if you've seen the videos where they're literally cursing anybody that's not going to vote for the ruling party, right? I'm not sure if you've seen that video, but it exists, right? And they came out in spite of that and voted for a young man who did not give them any money to do that. You owe it to them to fight for that mandate as far as you can. So we're going to do that, and we have a good case, and we're going to push it all the way.
Okay, just to clarify, when you say fight for that mandate, are you the petition before the election tribunal? Is it for the process, to challenge the process, or the results? Because what the numbers suggest that there's quite a significant distance between you and the winner of the gubernatorial elections in Lagos State, Governor Sanwolu. So what they're saying is that There's no case there. It was obvious that people voted for him. So what are you presenting to the tribunal? And if you're saying you're challenging the outcome, then what's your justification, bearing in mind the number difference between you and Governor Sanwolu?
Okay, so I laugh because it's actually sad how this election has just completely destroyed the reputation of INEC. Which I'm sure if you remember when I've come on here, I'll talk about INEC, electronic transmission of votes, like they've done so well, all of that. So we have on record, first, incidences of violence where all our polling agents and PDP agents were chased away and results were written. And we can prove that. We have testimony that can come on that. Areas of a lot of violence where elections pretty much did not happen, right? We're going to prove that as well. And we're also focused on now showing the difference if these things did not happen, right? So we're challenging the process and we're challenging the results.
Now, a lot of things have been said. The presidential election is being contested by Labour Party, Peter Obi, and Ahmed Dati. And also the governorship candidate of Lagos State specifically now, not because there are no discrepancies or contention in other states. Lagos State is a very important state in Nigeria. In fact, according to data and statistics, the 5th largest economy in all over Africa. Lagos State is not just like one state. In fact, the commentators and statisticians said if the economy of Lagos State dies, Nigeria will die. That's to let you see and kind of see deeper into what Lagos State stands for. Lagos State is so viable. We have been hearing tribal talks, and this has to do with the economy. There are some people who said it's better we take our businesses down to the southeast of Nigeria. But there is something about Lagos State that has prospered a lot of people. I don't know if it is psychological or probably due to the sea being around as an economic hub, kind of created an economic hub, and the sea enabled that economic hub. I probably suspect this, but as it is, it could also be because Lagos State was the capital of Nigeria back then, and it could also be that a lot of investment had been put into Lagos State. But whatever it is, every state can put up itself, and if businesses have to be done in the southeast of Nigeria, so be it. Now, as regards this election and the discrepancies and the anomalies and many other things that a lot of people experienced, you see, NSAS and social media has kind of put light on a lot that people would have kept quiet about. It's not as if this is the first time that elections will kind of occur or happen this way. It has always been like that, but social media has shed light on a lot that would have been on newspaper, soft sell newspapers, and they will pay whoever. But now everyone has access to record and put out there whatever it is that is happening around their polling units. This is the reason why we have so much evidences here and there, not because it has never been like that. Well, we are hopeful, believing that whoever has evidence to prove in court as regards this election will be giving his or her own day in court to prove that this election is a fraud and this election wasn't, INEC is not actually an institution of integrity. It is so terrible, it's so sad. But according to Mr. Rosevival, he said that he is compiling documentaries to show what happened, and all of this he believes will be able to kind of make people see, and probably the next election, probably, I'm saying probably, I don't know what the outcome of the court will be, probably the lacunas that has to be filled or looked into will be looked into at the end of the day. Now, I want to believe that the court will do the right thing. What are your thoughts? Drop it in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here. See you in the next one.